All right, it's not a secret that when you're not feeling passionate or happy with something, you're not going to take care of it. Maybe you just got dumped and you're not feeling the love. So you let yourself go and everything around you go.
The place is disgusting, Peter. Hey, don't walk away from me. Oh, hey, what are you burning, man? Come on.
It's everything. It's everything that reminds me of her, and I need it gone. Okay, I thought I was fine, right? And I'm not. I'm not fine at all.
Maybe you just got fired and you don't know what to do with yourself.
I am completely miserable, San Diego. It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
And so you start to let yourself go. That's exactly what's happening in America right now. When you don't love where you're from, you let it fall apart. Right now, as our major cities are rotting, there's no sense of ownership, and our leaders are just letting it happen. We're seeing this in real time in the decaying streets of San Francisco and Los Angeles, where homelessness and filth are taking over. We're seeing it in the streets of New York City, Philadelphia, Chicago, where it's not the people or elected officials running the city, it's criminals. They have free rein to terrorize innocent Americans, and no one's stopping them. We're seeing thugs around the country go around tearing down statues of Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, like these people meant absolutely nothing to our country. The truth is, Americans have a right to be frustrated right now. Things aren't perfect. American wages are getting wiped out. It's hard to afford basic, everyday groceries. Gas prices are crushing family budgets, and it feels like there's no end in sight. Neighbors and friends are constantly fighting over things like abortion. We're constantly being divided instead of unified. And every day, that wedge is driven deeper as the left has their eyes set on trying to tear down America. It's not just what we're seeing, but it's what we're constantly hearing. Democrats are just like a bad parent or a family member who's determined to bring you down.
You're nothing to me now. You're not a brother. You're not a friend. I don't want to know you or what you do.
Who in their right mind would want to stick around for someone like that? No one. But yet, it's all we hear from the left. They've been telling us for years and years that this country is falling apart. We need to toss it out. We need to start anew.
We're not going to make America great again. It was never that great.
Things that are savagely wrong in this country. There's a normalcy of injustice that
I was really disturbed. I saw, dozens and dozens of pickup trucks with, explicatives against Joe Biden. In some cases, just dozens of American flags, which, is also just disturbing.
You heard her. The American flag. Bad. The left has been trying to drill into our brains since we were young that American exceptionalism is not something to be proud of. It's something to be ashamed of. And it's exactly what that's what they're trying to teach our kids right now. We've been told time and time again that our founding fathers were corrupt and awful people. And that piece of paper called the Constitution, well, just throw it out.
The Constitution is kind of trash. It was written by slavers and colonists and white people.
The Electoral College was based on our founders' racist ideology.
History of the Constitution is outdated. Look,
the founding fathers were racist, misogynist jerk faces.
So the founding principles of America are bad. You got it? And the people that Americans are supposed to look up to, like our former First Lady, well, we'll tell you that 9 times out of 10, they've never been proud of the country.
For the first time in my adult life, I am proud of my country because it feels like hope is finally making a comeback.
Yeah, and Michelle only said that when it looked like her husband was winning. But now that he's gone, the proudness has disappeared like magic. Poof.
I'd love to be able to tell you that everything is as it should be. To stand up here, clear my throat and say the state of our democracy is strong. But you and we all know that I can't say that right now.
And so if our own former First Lady thinks America's just one big disappointment, that doesn't instill much hope for the rest of the country. And from there, the radicals are ready to go off.
I'm ashamed to be an American where not all folks are free. There ain't no doubt this ain't our land. Trump and the USA.
If all we're hearing is how America is the worst, the message is going to stick. When you hear something over and over again, you start to believe it. So it's no surprise then that a new Fox News poll reveals that 56% of the country isn't proud of America. That's gone up 11% since 5 years ago and 28% since 2011. It's a shame that most of America isn't feeling patriotic and happy with where we are right now. But you really can't blame them when you have people like AOC and Nancy Pelosi always trying to tear us down. But we're not going to accept that.
It's an important thing to remember in life. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, don't take no crap from nobody.
When it comes down to it, we need to be proud of who we are. Don't let anyone tell you or your kids that we should be ashamed of this country, because there's so much to be proud of. Since 1776, the United States has only grown stronger and stronger. We're the most innovative and creative country in the world. We're the land of opportunity. People travel far and wide to come right here to America. We're the most generous country in the world. We give and give to other countries who aren't as fortunate because we want to help people. What other country sends their young men to other parts of the world to fight? Not for power, not for money, but solely for other people's freedom. And we're the most free country on this earth. That's something to be proud of. We're the land where everyone is equal and every single American matters. That's never going to change. So we should be proud of our identity and stick up for a country that will always stick by us.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.